Today on Cutler's Court.
I'm here to find out if he is going to, in fact, actually make the commitment and go ahead and marry me.
Y'all been together all this time. You got a kid together. What do you not know at this point?
She got a lot of maturing to do herself.
He's very competitive. Why would you compete with your woman in a relationship?
You said this woman wasn't your type. Is Miss White your type?
Sometimes I ask myself, is she?
We'll find out today if this relationship can be saved. This is Cutler's Court. Lakia White is here because her boyfriend's actions have her questioning their compatibility. After 13 years together, he's become a narcissist and a bully. She hopes the judges can help her determine if this relationship is worth fighting for. Chandrick Lloyd claims his girlfriend is not wifey material, plain and simple. She thrives on drama and chaos, which is not something he's interested in marrying. He says if she can't change her ways, he's done for good.
Your Honor, this is case number 1134, White versus Lloyd.
Thank you, sir. Miss White, you are here wanting to know, is this relationship worth saving? Do you stay in the fight or do you get out the ring? Tell me what's going on with you.
Yes, thank you for having me today. I'm here to find out if my long-term boyfriend of 13 years and the father of my 7-year-old son, I'm here to find out if he is going to, in fact, actually make the commitment and go ahead and marry me, as I've been requesting and wanting for years now. Also, I'm here to find out if we are even, in fact, compatible at all, because I have a lot of doubts. And also, I would like to know if he would be willing to change his narcissistic ways.
Why do you believe that Mr. Lloyd is a narcissist?
Everything is a competition. He competes with everyone.
Including you?
Yes.
Okay, what does that look like when he's competing with you?
It could just be anything. It could be the way I fold clothes. It could be something so small as how I wash a dish, or the way I make eggs.
So he's always judging you then?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Could I say something?
Yeah, I was about to say, Mr. Lloyd.
It's not judging her, it's critiquing her on certain things.
All right, so a lot of times it is how you approach an issue. So if you calmly explain it just like you explained it to us, that's one thing. If you walk over as she's been working all day, cook dinner, and now she's doing dishes, you're like, why are you using all that? You don't do it like that. You just wasting. I mean, if you do it like that, then that's problematic. So I'm gonna ask you, how do you approach it?
Very negative.
I think
very
it's the way
demeaning.
she perceiving it.
Okay,
That's all
so
it is.
hold on just a minute, Mr. Lloyd. So is he yelling at you or is he like you stupid?
Like I'm stupid.
Okay.
Like belittling. So that's where the confrontation comes in with us, because then it gets like that. It's like, okay, I'm washing every dish in the house and you want to come to me and have a problem with the way that I'm doing it. Well, you can do it then.
But what she not telling you is I will do the dishes and I will do it right. You see what I'm saying?
I guess I'm still learning. We have a 9-year age difference between us, and he always brings that up. From the beginning, I guess he felt that I was not old enough for him or good enough.
Let me ask Mr. Lloyd a question. Mr. Lloyd, is there room in your classroom for other ways to be successful? So you have a way, like for example, you said eggs, folding clothes. So your way of folding clothes might be okay, but is there room for someone else's way to fold the clothes?
Yes, it is.
Okay, but at the end of the day, your way was the right way.
I wouldn't say it's my way. To me, it's getting the job done. She like to procrastinate a lot with a lot of things. I like to get it done. If we go wash clothes, right?
Yes, sir.
I take them out the wash, I put them in the dryer, I take them out the dryer, I fold them and do it all while I'm right there. And you say you're gonna do it today and it probably don't get done today, it get done tomorrow. Or
If I'm understanding him correctly, it's one thing if you were to take the clothes home and then immediately fold them. What it sounds like he's saying is, oh, I fold them when I get home, and the clothes get there and they kind of sit, and they sit.
There you go.
And the next day comes, and you eventually get around to folding them.
It might happen because I'm tired, I work, I have the baby.
There you go.
Well, if I wash them, he can fold them if he don't like the way I fold them. If I wash them, then he can help me out and fold them then.
I don't even think he dislikes the way you fold them. I think he dislikes when you fold them.
It's understandable, I understand that, but don't try to belittle me and make me like I'm lazy because I choose to do it differently.
And you're claiming those things make him narcissistic. Is that correct, Ms. White?
It's one of the things, but he's very competitive. Why would you compete with your woman in a relationship?
Compete how?
As far as like, I'm a professional cook by trade.
Okay.
I went to the culinary union, joined the union. He wants to prove that he can do everything that I can do, so he went and joined the union. Like, you're not even a cook. You didn't even go to culinary school. Why do you want to prove that you can get your health card as well just because I got mine?
Stop it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have to have special training to be part of this union?
Not necessarily. You have to have the years of experience, or either you have to get your health card in the state of Nevada.
Your Honor, could I say something?
Yes,
I've been
sir.
a member of a union for over 20-some years, okay? Before she even could come off the porch, I was a member of a union. I'm the one told her about going to the culinary and furthering her education. Okay. I don't compete with her. I just try to critique her and help her be a better woman, and for herself and for my child.
Are you being a significant other, or are you being a father?
I'm a father. That's
to her. I mean to her.
No, yeah, that's my baby too.
Okay, but if you're treating her like a child, like, okay, let me critique, let me show you how to do this, you're not doing it right. Okay. I mean, it's one thing to help your significant other be a better person. It's another thing to treat them like a child.
And there is this difference between critiquing, which is harsh. That even the word sounds like I'm critical of you. I'm criticizing you. All of those come out of that are related to critiquing. And so nobody wants to be critiqued all the time in a relationship.
About everything.
About everything.
But if you got people like that, then they just run amok. They think they could do whatever, say whatever, live however. And at some point, you gotta have some type of discipline and know where you're going. You can't.
I get
everybody is not here for you to help, and everybody doesn't want your help. And everybody don't need your help every day, all day. Sometimes you gotta let people be them.
You do.
Coming up.
Okay, why did you get a restraining order? I'm really interested in hearing.
Because she was acting a fool. She'll come to the house, she'll bang on the doors.
Are you in a situationship and need advice? Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
You want to know, one, is he committed enough to marry you after 13 years and a child together? Will he give up his narcissistic ways? And
if we are even in fact compatible at all.
I don't compete with her. I just try to critique her and help her be a better woman, and for herself and for my child.
So in addition to calling him narcissistic, you also called him a bully. How does he bully you?
Emotionally.
Okay.
Like playing mind games.
Okay. So
let me tell you how we got here. Like, let me tell you a little bit about how we met. What was it, July 15th, I think 2010. And I was walking down the street when he saw me, drove by, bust a U, came back, and pulled me over to talk to me. And I asked him, why did you do that? Like, what? Like,
what
and
are we
he was
doing?
like, I felt like you could be my wife. The point is, you sought after me. So now 13 years later.
Now you want to change me.
So wait a minute. She has asked for a commitment. She has asked for marriage. Y'all been together all this time. You got a kid together. What do you not know at this point? Either you is you or is you ain't, as my grandfather would say.
I've been committed. I've been accepting all the stuff I've been going through with her.
But you ain't put a ring on it. That's her problem. When you gonna put a ring on it?
And make the commitment and stop cheating.
She got a lot of maturing to do herself. I didn't accept it all I could accept. If she don't change, I'm on my way of walking out, just letting it all go anyway. So
she's 13 years more mature than she was when you met her. How much more maturing does she have to do before you feel like she's mature enough to be your wife?
Well, she got to stop backsliding, going into that world. She up one day, she down the next day. I had a restraining order on her. She came, she violated that.
Okay, why did you get a restraining order? I'm really interested in hearing.
Because she was acting a fool. She'll come to the house, she'll bang on the door. She'll pick fights with the neighbors.
Ms. White, were you doing that?
No, Your Honor, this is not.
Okay, well, let me start from it. Did he get a restraining order on you?
Yes.
Did the judge issue the restraining order?
Yes.
Okay, so you did something.
I came over a few times. Okay. I was just letting him know, like, you're not gonna try to keep my son from me. He actually took my son and moved with another lady and tried to keep my son from me. Now,
okay,
see,
so
when it comes to my child, I'll kick the whole door down.
Mama Bay in the house, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for my son being there, I wouldn't even came over there with mess with him and that lady.
She thought I was in a relationship with the woman. That's her mind playing tricks on her.
He's denying that he had any sexual...
Was her mind playing tricks that you was living with this other woman?
Listen, I had...
Was that a figment of her imagination?
Yes, it was.
There was no woman living there.
It wasn't nothing like that. It was not a sexual relationship.
It was the whole lady's house.
Wait, hold on, Miss White. It was a woman living there.
Yes.
She just wasn't your romantic.
She wasn't my type. That's what it was.
You said this woman wasn't your type. Is Ms. White your type?
Sometimes I ask myself, is she? If you want to know the truth. And when I first met her, I love her to death, don't get me wrong. I hung out with her. She passed out, she wake up, don't nobody love me, don't nobody love me, doing the dishes, and I'm thinking to myself, man, she a nutcase. You see what I'm saying? I gotta get out of here.
Miss White, is there some basis for him thinking that you may not be as emotionally strong, that there are issues with not feeling loved, not feeling appreciated, that predate?
I mean, at that point, I was going through some emotional things at that point, and he got to see a little bit of me meltdown at the beginning. But I've always been there, supportive of him since the day I met him.
Okay.
And he's just not supportive of me at all.
Give me a concrete example of him not being supportive of you.
During the pandemic, the culinary union shut down. So when the pandemic hit, I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I just decided I'm going to try to sell merchandise. Okay. And I would get different products, jewelry, clothes, shoes, different things, and I would take it on the streets and go sell it. And I was making money that way. Okay. I was surviving. I was feeding our 7-year-old. One day he told me, like, what are you doing? Why are you taking all that stuff? Nobody's gonna buy that stuff. Like, you're not gonna make no money. So basically he was just unsupportive of what I called at the time my business that I was trying to start.
I was working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day at the Raider Stadium. The support I needed from her was to help me with the child. Trying to run around selling fake gold, she was wasting her time.
I was selling it, I was making money.
And so you didn't continue that business because of what he said?
It kind of fell off because I didn't have the support.
Up next.
Dr. Johnson, you've been listening to them, but you've also given them a compatibility test.
Oh, sis, and I'm gonna say sis. According to the compatibility test, you scored.
How much more maturing does he have to do before you feel like she's mature enough to be your wife?
I've always been there, supportive of him since the day I met him. He's just not supportive of me at all.
You know, whether you all are compatible or not, I don't know.
Nah, I sure don't know.
How are we gonna find out?
Well, we have engaged the expert services of a relationship therapist, Dr. Stacy J. Johnson. She has given our 2 litigants a compatibility test, and she's gonna tell us the results. Tasha, would you show her in, please?
Hi. Hello. Good day. Good day.
It's good to see you.
Absolutely, always a pleasure.
Okay, Dr. Johnson.
Yes.
You've been listening to them, but you've also given them a test.
Absolutely.
We are on pins and needles about what that outcome would have been based on what we've heard today.
Oh, sis. According to the compatibility test, you scored 24% compatible with the defendant. According to your answers, psychologically safety, you must have 100% you scored psychologically safe is important to you. You scored 20% with the defendant. Love and feelings, you scored 20%, meaning you really don't have a deep connection with the defendant. Physical attraction, which is surprising, I want to ask, how is intimacy in the bedroom? Because according to your answers, physical attraction is 83% a must-have for you, 29% physically attracted to the defendant. Finances, 100% must-have for you, the plaintiff, and only 20% are compatible with the defendant. Now, very interesting. You started off possibility of a narcissist. He's getting everything he wants. Psychological safety, 92% is a must-have. He's scored in the good category. He's fine with, he feels psychologically safe with you. Physical attraction, he scored good as well, 42%. Love and feelings, 75%. He feels a deep connection with you. And finances, which is something you both scored low in, he only feels financially safe. Okay, 29%. My suggestions would be for you all to have a conversation about really why y'all are together. And sometimes we think maybe it might be because of the children we're helping them, but we could be harming them. I'm sorry.
No, Dr. Johnson, that's why you're the expert. And we wanted to hear from you, and they needed to hear from you.
So sometimes we get into a relationship and it becomes, almost like habit. It's not love-driven, it's not commitment-driven, it's just habit. You've been with the person, and so you're just there. That's the person you come home to because you always have. That's the person you're with because you've always been with them. And it sounds like there's a bit of that in your relationship. She's not going to change. She will improve, she'll age, as we all do. What you see and what you've had for the last 13 years is what you're going to get. With that understanding, are you ever going to marry her?
If she going to stay doing what she doing, I'm not.
And I'm saying, if working on the premise she's not going to change, you're like, well, we're not getting married. That's where you are.
Pretty much.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to be brief. Miss White, me and you, we just talking. I read your court papers, and I've listened to you. You deserve to be loved, and you deserve to be loved as you are. When you find that person, your person, it's amazing how you want for them. And when you want something for them, it becomes bigger than you, right? And I don't think you have that here. And so I just want you to have the best life that you can have. And your dreams matter. And if you think you can, you can. And so you don't need somebody who's gonna tell you, that's stupid. Why you do it that way? Critique is not what's gonna make you better. Loving you and supporting you is what's gonna make you better.
So you telling me 13 years of being behind her and everything I done been through, that's not loving and supporting?
It's something, but it's not that.
Well, people need to be loved and supported the way they need to be loved and supported, not the way you want to love and support them. And so I'm not saying you're a bad person. Nope. And I'm not saying in your mind you didn't have her best interests at heart. But in terms of your compatibility, the way you want to love her is not the way she needs to be loved. And so based on the testimony and the evidence that we've seen, based on the information that we have received from our expert, it's the determination of this court that you all are really not compatible. And it probably would be best if you all went your separate ways. So that is the determination of this court, and court is adjourned.
I really just feel like it's time for him to go ahead and just admit that he needs to let me go.
I already know I was pulling harder than she was anyway. So if it's men, it's men. If it's time for her to go, she could go. That's what it is. I don't need a judge to make my decision. I'm gonna make it for myself.
You're not gonna marry me, and you're not gonna stop being narcissistic, so I'm gonna make the decision for myself too.
Today on Cutler's Court.
How is you all's intimate life?
I'm always coming on to her. She's never coming on to me.
My woo-ha is connected to my emotions. So if emotionally we're not connecting, then I'm just not able to get in the bedroom and give you all of me.
This divide regarding your sex life and children is so big that you have to go?
Because he said he doesn't want children.
We'll find out today, will she stay or will she go? This is Cutler's Court. Star King says her boyfriend's behavior has changed drastically over their 3-year relationship, and she is seeking the judge's help in deciding if it's worth saving. Joshua McPhee admits there have been changes, but not from his end. He claims after agreeing not to have kids, his girlfriend has now flipped the script and is pressuring him to procreate.
Your Honor, this is case number 1096, King versus McPhee.
Thank you, Tashi. Ms. King and Mr. McPhee, you all are in a relationship and you just can't seem to see eye to eye on some things. And so you're here for us to help you do that. So tell me what's going on, Ms. King.
Right. So I am here because I need advice. I need help. Like after failed relationship, being lied to, cheated on, looking crazy in the street, I thought I found my knight in shining armor. Well, not knight in shining armor because I don't need to be saved, but I thought I found my person. So we dated for a year before we even decided to commit, which was something totally different for me. So I just knew I was getting it right this time. And I don't know, like after we committed, maybe 6 months in, like things just started to change. Like I didn't have that knight in shining armor feeling anymore. It just didn't feel as exciting. I just didn't feel like he was as excited about me anymore. I feel like if we're a couple, then we do things together. Like, you know, we think together or at least try to come to compromises where things work for the both of us. And it's just not that way with him all the time. Like he sees things one way and that's how we should do it. And without a conversation, like that's just the way that it should go.
Okay, so it's his way or the highway?
Pretty much.
All right. And how's your communication?
Communication was good in the beginning, I'll say that. But things really started changing when he lost his job. And it wasn't his fault that he lost his job, his company downsized, you know. So I'm your girlfriend, I'm there, I'm gonna be supportive. But, so in his spare time, because he was home, he spent a lot of time on social media. And social media has its good and bad points.
Amen.
And there are a lot of things that we learn off of social media. You know, you do things all your life, then something pops up on social media like, this is how it's supposed to be done. Like, okay, fine, that's cool. But my thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, even though they do it that way, okay, I like my way, okay? They tell you how to store your food so it lasts longer, right? So I'm the type of person, I like cool cucumbers. I like my cucumbers in the fridge.
That's a phrase, cool as a cucumber.
Exactly. Yeah. But on social media says to make the cucumber last, you need to leave it out.
Did y'all test this?
Yes. And it does last longer when you leave it out. Like
now, well, let me ask you this. After you cut it, do you put it in the refrigerator? Like if you...
So I wrap it. I prefer just to wrap it in some plastic and then, you know, leave it out still.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Did you find that to be true?
I've never seen a wrapped
she
cucumber.
Definitely has seen it to be true.
I'm
not going to say
we've
like
never restored a cucumber before. Like, come on.
You got a gentleman you're out of work.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're at the house. You grocery shopping. Dishes washed.
You know,
you're doing
the
a budget.
And trying to make sure our money lasts long.
Okay.
We was trying to save up to build a house or whatnot. So like I'm trying to make every penny stretch.
Okay. I think I hear Ms. King saying is that there's a little nitpicking going on. Do you nitpick a little bit? Just a little bit.
I can't deny that. I won't deny that. I mean, and you know, looking back, yeah, it was, but like you got to understand my mind state. You know, I'm not bringing home money like I normally am. I'm trying to contribute, so I'm taking on these roles that traditionally I didn't necessarily do. You know, just helping out in the household, and you know, I was just trying to financially be as responsible as possible when only one person was working in the household.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah. So outside of the fruit and vegetable milieu, What other issues are you all having in your relationship?
So this whole cucumber thing led to something else that he does. Like he breaks communication. Like he stops communication when he feels like it. So after this cucumber incident, maybe a day later he traveled. Like he went to DC like for the weekend. But of course we had just had this argument about the cucumber. And I mean the argument got bad. He got mad. I raised my voice, so he left. Right. So he left. And then he went on vacation for a weekend.
Okay, was that like something you knew it had been planned for some time? So
yes. Yes.
But he didn't leave in a good way. It was not on a good note.
No, it wasn't. Like there was no communication going on at all. Like,
so he's gone that whole weekend. You don't hear from him.
Well, I heard from him because I called him.
Well, that's different. That's not. That's.
No, you didn't hear from him. He heard from you.
He heard from you. Okay.
Exactly.
Right. Now, were you feeling a little tight? You like, I ain't talking to her. She dissing my cucumber game.
I was upset or whatnot, yes, but I wasn't necessarily just upset at the cucumber thing. There was some other situations that were going on, and I was with my family. Okay. I was having a good time. I just was focused on having a good time that weekend.
You got caught up.
Pretty much.
You don't get that caught up though. You shouldn't get so caught up that you don't reach out or return phone calls.
No, I returned phone call and I picked up. It was not like I was like sending her the voicemail.
He was nitpicking. Yeah, because he knew that would bother me.
I'm watching you two. I'm watching the dynamic between you two, and it's a good vibe. Do you have any non-food related issues in your relationship with Miss King?
Y'all just need to go out.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Yes. All right, you have some stuff. What have you got?
Like she said, we've been dating about 2 years. And it's been about 18 months since we've been official, whatnot. And neither one of us are the same shape and size that we were when we met each other.
Y'all got them love pounds. I know about it.
It happens. But I found it hard to speak about like putting on the weight with her or working out with her.
It's a horrible topic.
Yeah.
And you trying to find a way to talk to your significant other, female, about the weight she's put on?
Yes.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Right. That is not a
good
conversation.
Luck with that.
Yeah.
Coming up.
It's definitely been times when she wanted to, and instead of like initiating, she'd be like, "Oh, are we gonna do it tonight?" And I'm just like,
"That's so hot."
Right.
Are you in a situationship and need advice? Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
You trying to find a way to talk to your significant other, female, about the weight she's put on?
Yes.
Yeah, good luck with that.
From the very beginning, I've spoken about the fact that I don't want kids. And so I want to say about 8 to 6 months ago, Star was like, well, I want another kid. She has a child now. He's an adult and, has his own life or whatnot. And now she's like, well, I didn't get to have, an awesome motherhood as far as like raising my son. So I would like to try it again. Now that I have the job, the good career. So she wanted to do it. She wants to have a kid. And I'm just like,
no, sir. No, ma'am.
Okay.
But the crazy part is he doesn't want to have kids, but he donates his sperm to other people to have kids.
That's different. That's not my kid.
I need to ask a question because I'm looking at the list of things you all have identified as problems in your relationship. How is you all's intimate life?
So that's another thing.
Did you feel that?
Yeah. I got chills. Literally.
It was a frozen tumbleweed. That's what it was.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's starting to feel like, well, I think the attraction, the size thing is coming into play, and then also, I would say some parts of sex I feel like she feels like are a chore to her.
But it's not necessarily that it's a chore. Like, it's just like things. So my woo-ha is connected to my emotions. So if emotionally we're not connecting, then I'm just not able to get in the bedroom and give you all of me. Like I want to have a kid, but like he is gun-ho. I won't say that I want to have a kid. It doesn't have to happen, but if the opportunity is there, like, let it happen. Like, we don't like.
Thank you.
If it can happen, like, let it happen. He doesn't even finish like with me. It's like it feels like a chore because like he's back there, he's trying to figure out exactly when he needs to stop, so nothing happens. So it's like, woo.
You get that visual?
I don't want that visual, but I have it. Let me scrub my brain.
So I had my first kid when I was like real young. So he's right. My mother is definitely the person like, this is yours, you're gonna raise it. But I was 14, so I was a co-parent. So I was 19, 20. Yeah. So now that I'm grown, now that I have my own career and I have the money and the stability and the finances, like sometimes I think about having a kid, and it's not every day that I want to have one. I'm gonna just be honest. Some days it's like, yeah, I want to have one, and there's other days like, oh, I want to go over here, I want to go over there, I want to go this place.
Because like, you know, once you have a prize, it's yours to keep.
I know, yeah, I know very well. So yeah, and it's just like, all right, he just doesn't want to go there.
So like, because of this friction between you two, you are not always feeling emotionally invested.
Right.
And because of, you said this, because of the weight gain, there's some attractiveness and this issue about she wants to have a kid and am I going to get trapped into having a kid, you're kind of standoffish.
I'm definitely hesitant.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very no on the having a child. But I think my issue really is with the lack of sex is like, I'm always coming on to her. She's never coming on to me. You know, like, and I've definitely spoken to her about that before. Like, I want to feel like a piece of meat too sometimes.
Yeah, you want to feel like somebody
feel desired.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I feel desired.
Yeah,
exactly. And you know, that just doesn't happen. You know, it's like, oh, are we going to do it? Like, she'll ask. Like, so, like, it's definitely been times where she's wanted to, and instead of like initiating, she'll be like, oh, are we gonna do it tonight? And I'm just like,
that's so hot.
Right. Like,
up next,
she doesn't understand why he's willing to be a sperm bank donor, but not willing to have a baby. Well, those are two different things.
Yeah, that's like, I mean,
if you have a baby, you there forever.
I think my issue really is with the lack of sex is like, I'm always coming on to her. She's never coming on to me.
At this point, Judge Dana and I are going to deliberate. We're going to figure out what advice we want to give you all as you all move forward. And we'll let you know what we come up with when you come back. Tassi, would you please show our litigants out?
Well,
all right, we got a laundry list of issues here. I think that the biggest issue between them is got to be this cucumber thing. That's a deal breaker.
All right, and to a lesser degree, just a small degree, not wanting kids and one does might edge out the cucumbers. I'm not sure.
Right. That's not something you can say, well, we'll get together and we'll figure it out later. That's no,
sir.
Because that is going to be a problem.
And he clearly does not want kids. She says that she doesn't understand why he's willing to be a sperm bank donor, but not willing to have a baby. Well, those are two different things, because once he makes his deposit, he's done.
Yeah, that's like, I mean,
if you have a baby, you there forever.
And she's realistic about it. She says, some days I feel it, some days I don't. So I think she doesn't have this glamorized view of motherhood at this point.
Let me just say, that's a young man's game, a real young man's game.
But the issue is they're not connecting emotionally, because she doesn't feel an emotional connection to him that they're just missing on all levels.
Underneath all of this is, because he's concerned that she's trying to get pregnant, like she said, just let it happen. He's like, no, ma'am, I don't want to let this happen. Yeah. that is impacting their sex life. So it is like, we gonna do it? Yeah, okay. I mean, that's not sexy if you're worried about avoiding pregnancy and the person wants to potentially be pregnant. So that's one. Two, I think, he was very candid about, she doesn't look like she looked when I met her. And
I mean, who among us, right?
Amen. But if that's a thing for you, if someone's weight is a thing for you, that's going to impact his desire for her. And I think she picks up on that. There's a great vibe between them.
Yeah, there's no anger, there's no animosity.
So
there's hope.
So we need to ask him, is our kids a deal breaker? Is her weight a deal breaker?
Yeah, and I mean, is she going to stay or is she going to go?
Yep.
Okay,
right.
Well, let's bring our litigants back in. So, Ms. King and Mr. McPhee, you all are still in the learning stages of your relationship. You're learning how to navigate different things that come up. For example, you say she doesn't look the way she looked when you first met her. I mean, she's a very beautiful woman, and she's going to continue to change as we all get older. You're going to change. So you've got to figure out, are you going to love this woman for who she is and who she's going to become, or are you just stuck on the woman you met 3 years ago? The bedroom.
Yep, I get it. Women in particular, but people in general, their desire is tied to how they feel and how they're perceived. And so if Miss King feels like you don't find her as desirable or as attractive, that's not gonna make her wanna be sexy for you or desire you. If she feels unappreciated or that you're nitpicking or that you're not communicating, that's not gonna, it all starts here. And so if this isn't turned on, as you said, your woo-ha ain't gonna be turned on. It's all together. And so so that's a piece of it. But the other piece is, for you, I think it's hard to be, smoky about her when you're concerned, like, is she gonna get pregnant? So our recommendation at this point is counseling, but that counseling hinges on a question to you. And that question is this divide regarding your sex life and children. Is it big enough for you to stay, or is it so big that you have to go?
Because he said he doesn't want children.
I don't know. I don't know. Because like I said, like, some days I feel like, yeah, like I do want a family. And then other days it's like, I just want to travel the world and finally be free. I just don't feel like he doesn't support me emotionally. So even if we mistakenly had a kid, I don't think he would be emotionally supportive for them either. So it's kind of like a no for me. I'm leaning towards the no.
So, Mr. McPhee, I mean, you've heard her. Can you be the person she wants you to be emotionally?
I can definitely be the person that she wants me to be emotionally for her. I want to take the time to, try to reconcile and try to be that person for her.
All right. Well, the court is going to order you all to take the counseling and just have an opportunity with a third person to talk about the issues around having kids and this communication connection. And I think after that, you will either be walking together or walking away, and both are good. Sometimes we got people in our lives for a season and not forever, and that's okay too. Court is adjourned. Go with God.
Thank you.
I feel like there were many things that I could learn or things that I did learn, and I feel like it was good advice.
Kids definitely still a deal breaker for me. I definitely don't want kids right now.
Maybe, the kid issue isn't as big as I make it. We can work on our communication.
Today on Cutler's Court.
She go and reach my whole chain. Break my whole chain. $12,000 gone.
This is literally a figment of his imagination.
The E is gone. The M is gone.
She reached up and grabbed him by the neck and pulled him off the table. That's what she said.
She levitated in the air and grabbed the chain. It doesn't matter. She admits that she had the chain.
I already made it in my mind. It's done. She take the ring off. It's on the sink. I go. I moonwalk.
He's lying.
Out of there.
We'll find out today which one will be ordered to pay. This is Cutler's Court. Smiles Harrell says he went from courting his former fiancée to bringing her to court after she crashed the set of his music video, broke his chain, and caused him to lose an endorsement deal. He is suing her for $8,000 in punitive damages and destruction of property. Deja Watson is countersuing her former fiancé for $2,000 for a deposit she put down on a wedding venue. She claims their relationship never fully recovered after he admitted to cheating, but says he threw salt in the wound by calling off their wedding.
Your Honor, this is case number 1110, Harrell versus Watson.
Mr. Harrell.
Hello.
Your nickname is Smiles, but you're doing anything but in this relationship. Tell me how you two met.
So we met last year in February at a movie premiere, and we've been dating ever since until this year, February 2023.
Okay, so you dated for a year?
Yes.
And then what happened in February 2023?
I asked her to be my wife. I engaged, I proposed to her.
And did she say yes?
Yes, she said yes.
Okay, because I'm like,
I'm sorry,
okay,
yeah.
I'm like, what?
That's an important piece.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I'm like,
Thank you.
okay.
Yeah. She said yes. I was excited. I had a big show in Cancun, February 16th, I believe 2 or 3 days later. So I wanted to make sure I locked that down before I went out the country, you know what I mean? To make sure that, you know, home is taken care of and that I was serious about her.
All right.
As I was doing my show in Cancun, as you can see, that night there, I met someone that night and we had a fling.
He cheated.
Okay.
I was.
Yeah, he's admitting to it.
Yeah, I'm taking accountability for it. But as a man, you know, we try to take accountability. I come home from Cancun and it was heavy on my heart. I didn't tell her right away. She wouldn't even found out if I wasn't the man enough to tell her. And I thought that would have made our relationship healthier because it was sitting on my conscience. She was nothing but good to me all year. She did nothing but cook, clean. She when I needed. Long nights, she'd stay up, wait for me, rub my back. She was a perfect, you know, way to cater.
She was what you were looking for.
She was what I was looking for. She wasn't so heavy in the industry. She didn't care about being like America's Next Top Model. She was very about me. So I ended up telling her, and they say the truth hurts. Obviously it does, but sometimes, Your Honor, like, I should have just kept that to myself and just took that to the grave. We wouldn't even be here. I was courting her, and now we in court. So it was a little.
So once he told you, what happened?
At first, I was mad. I probably just yelled and left. But after, eventually, really quick, I was trying to talk about it and, just discuss it and, see, what the problem was, how we could fix it. But
so she's trying to talk to you about it. Did you not want to talk about it anymore?
I wanted to get over it and but her actions, she wasn't that good girl anymore. Obviously, I hurt her. I tried my best to be good and do right by her, but I just didn't want to talk about that anymore. It was said, it was done. Why stay if you're not going to try to get past that together?
Your verbiage is very interesting because you said I try to get past it, I try to get over it, but she wanted you all to get through it. Mm-hmm. And there's a difference between the two.
Respect.
So what happened after that?
Well, we kept hanging out and just chilling, but no, he never wanted to really talk about it, so we didn't really
Okay, so how did we go from engaged to you not having a ring on? Because I'm gonna presume when you proposed, you had a ring involved.
Yes, and it was a nice, expensive ring too.
Oh, do we have a picture? I want to see it.
Yes, most definitely. What happened was, it's okay?
It's okay.
It's just the engagement ring,
you smile when you got it though, right? You did smile when you got it.
It was just the engagement ring though. You're supposed to level up at the wedding.
Oh yes.
You feel me?
Mr. Cutler leveled it all the way up.
He leveled it all the way up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Respect to you. Respect. So she said she was over and we was chilling. Yana, when I come home, Ain't no more uncle. I ain't getting none of that. Ain't no more meals. Ain't no back rubs.
Only because he's a cheater.
Right.
So if you're gonna take me back, then that means the cheating's supposed to start over. We supposed to start over and build that trust. I would believe. Don't stay with me and then accuse me. That was toxic. That's toxic.
So
high toxicity.
Well, there's a difference between building trust and then trusting. If you break the trust, you got to build it up to the point where she then trusts you.
Yes.
So it sounds like you are in this building stage when you want to already be here, and it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so go ahead.
So fast forward to the music video shoot where I just kind of like ended the whole situation is when I lost wages, I lost my brand deal, and then I lost like that scene. We having the fun, we having the blast, it's beautiful women there, and I'm doing the scene where I'm dancing. She comes out after we say cut, I just do my thing, I'm pop locking, I'm doing my thing. She pulled me to the side. What you doing here? Like, you know what I do, I'm an artist. This is my set. Like, you know what I'm doing. She's causing a big commotion, cussing me out.
There's no way this commotion ruined any
Wait a minute, hold on,
kind of brand deal.
Yes, it did.
Hold
I'm
on,
about to
Mr.
tell you
Watson.
why.
Go ahead.
This is why it ruined the commotion. Because from outside looking in, if we have an audience and you have the artist pushed to the side, not doing his job, and the body language, y'all not hearing what we talk about, but you see in this, in this.
But that's not you pop locking, that's her.
That's her pop locking on me, like.
Okay,
and I'm like, yo, so I'm like, chill, calm down, I'm at work, I'm doing this. Like, no, you got me messed up. I know you messing with one of them girls out there. So she's really highly obsessively aggressive. So when I go to like try to like consult her and love on her, she go and reach my whole chain. Break my whole chain. $12,000 gone.
A $12,000 chain?
He's over exaggerating.
Wait, hold on,
Judge.
Hold on, Ms. Watson.
So now it's like this drink company that I had a brand deal with, they don't want to put out and release our deal because of they feel like I just had a physical altercation that can blow up on social media and it can ruin their brand.
Bam. Yeah.
Okay.
So once we got home from that, we tried to talk it out. She get in the shower. I already made it in my mind. It's done. She take the ring off. It's on the sink. I go. I moonwalk.
He's lying.
Out of there. She
And
get
you
out
done.
Yeah.
Coming up.
So 4 diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. The E is gone. The M is gone.
Judge, I did not throw his chain. This is literally a figment of his imagination.
That's what I'm trying to understand, love. She reached up and grabbed him by the neck and pulled him off the table. That's what she said.
And last thing in her head is she seeing me on that table and all them women like, oh my God, just amused.
Do you suspect your partner is cheating? Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
I'm doing the scene where I'm dancing. She pulled me to the side. What you doing here? Like, you know what I do, I'm an artist.
There's no way this commotion ruined any
hold on,
kind of brand deal.
Yes, it did. From outside looking in, if we have an audience and you have the artist pushed to the side, not doing his job, and the body language, y'all not hearing what we talk about, but you see in this, in this.
But that's not you pop locking, that's her.
That's her pop locking on me, like.
Okay,
and
all
I'm like.
Knowing what he does and knowing how he does it, what was it about this particular shoot that made you angry?
It was fine. He was dancing, but when he proceeded to get on top of the table and dance and take his shirt off, I just thought that was too much.
That's what I do.
But you've seen him do that before and when he's dancing, right?
Right, but he doesn't always do it on top of the table. He doesn't always have his shirt off. It was just too much at once.
Okay.
It was too much
And so
at
what was
once.
going through your mind at that point?
I probably didn't say much. I just tried to grab him down so we could talk.
All right.
Because he really couldn't hear me from up, on the table.
So you got in his face, all right, and you tried to...
I yanked him down, and I guess that's how his little chain broke.
She's jealous and still think I'm cheating. That's all it is.
Mr. Rell, hold on.
But
you
yeah,
grabbed
and
him by the chain?
By the t-shirt.
Oh, okay. And snatched him.
And snatched him down. And that's how we, kind of like got into it. But I really was just bringing him down to my level so we could talk, so I could tell him, put your shirt on and stop doing it.
Is that the chain? Which one? It looks like it's two of them.
The one that says Showtime.
Okay. Where is it?
How you doing, bailiff? Would you mind coming over here? Thank you, sir. Can you show them my receipt?
So what is this we're looking at?
So this is what I spent to reimburse my new chain that's made. So I took the ring, traded it in, dropped $7,500 so they can remake me a brand new chain.
How much did you get from the old chain?
So when I took them, my broken chain, my diamonds, the words chipped off, I said, I can't do nothing with this. It's gonna cost more to fix it. How about this? I just want a Cuban link, iced out Cuban link. So I just changed that for the iced out Cuban link, but I did want a new charm, which costed me $7,000.
Do you have a picture of the broken chain?
No, I don't have a picture of the broken chain.
Okay, I'm gonna have you walk over to the monitor and you point out what was missing.
So 4 diamonds, 1, 2, 3, 4. The E is gone, the M is gone. My rope chain thing is clamped, is broken off.
The clasp is
Yes.
broken. Okay. And okay, you're standing there. Show me where it landed from where you're standing.
So it was right here, then in here, so the chain here.
So the chain flew that far from you.
Judge, I did not throw his chain. This is literally a figment of his imagination.
Okay. Where did it go then?
So Ms. Watson, all right, did you pull the chain from off of his neck?
No.
Okay.
I yanked him by his shirt and his neck.
Okay.
Wow. She just said she didn't even touch much. When she first heard her story, she said, oh, I didn't even know I took it. Right. Now she's saying she didn't take it at all.
I said I yanked him down by his neck.
You're petite, so I'm trying to imagine how this occurred.
He's pretty petite
it's not
too,
that much
though.
of a difference.
If he's up on a table dancing and she pulled him off the table?
She did not pull me off the table, Your Honor.
No, I'm just saying that's what she's testified to. That's what I'm trying to understand, love. She reached up and grabbed him by the neck and pulled him off the table. That's what she said.
That's her imagination. She seen me on that table cutting up, and that sparked her. So when we said cut and we went to the side, that's when all that stuff occurred. I don't know where she's getting. And last thing in her head is she seeing me on that table and all them women like, oh my God, just amused.
Up next.
Because to me, it doesn't matter how she got her hands around his neck. If she levitated in the air and grabbed the chain, it doesn't matter. She admits that she had the chain.
They specifically said this is the reason why this deal didn't go through, because they didn't want to be involved in that domestic situation.
Literally could have been canceled because of bad footage, anything.
Did you pull the chain from off of his neck?
No.
Okay.
I yanked him by his shirt and his neck.
Okay.
Wow. She just said she didn't even touch much. When she first heard her story, she said, oh, I didn't even know I took it. Now she's saying she didn't take it at all.
I said I yanked him down by his neck.
So let's talk about this brand deal.
Okay.
You said there were people there. Did you have a deal already in place?
Yeah, we already.
A signed contract?
No, we didn't have a signed contract agreement at that point. We had a verbal agreement that we met up, and I actually did the shoot first. Once I did the shoot, and then we was gonna handle the contract to release the shoot. I have photos, I did the shoot, they did the work already. I invited them out to the video shoot. They came to the video shoot, they loved it. I did the photo shoot for the brand, and after that, they called me and said, yo, Mr. Harold, I don't think that we can release those photos that we did with you. And they specifically said this is the reason why this deal didn't go through, because they didn't want to be involved in that domestic situation.
Do you have anything in writing or an email or a text message or anything where they have given you this reason for why they didn't move forward?
No, it was verbal. Everything that we did was verbal until we did the shoot, and then we was gonna do the transaction.
Literally could have been canceled because of bad footage, anything.
It's not bad footage, but like everything was good until I would never got that call. Why would they come up to the video shoot if they wasn't planning on still working with me? They came just to support me. And when they came to support me, this happens.
Now, you have a countersuit. You want to briefly tell us about that?
So I'm countersuing him because I went on my own to go and find a perfect wedding venue and then proceeded to purchase it, you know, while he was in Cancun having fun. And since he told me to lock down, I feel like he could at least like give me back that $2,000 that I put on that venue, since he's the one calling it off and, you know, calling all the shots. Like, he could give me that back.
So since you called off the wedding, called off the engagement, do you have any obligation to pay for that venue because she's now out of the money?
I felt like no, because of some fact that the things that I had to spend my money on and reimburse myself with, and I had to get my things back that she caused and that she broke. So
you see it kind of not as a wash, but if anything, you don't feel like you owe her because of the amount of money and damage she caused
and
you.
the wages that I lost, yes.
Okay.
All right, so Judge Dana and I are going to deliberate on this, and we will let you know what we determine. Tashi, would you escort our litigants out, please?
Let's just talk about this necklace. I don't know what happened with her. His makes more sense of what occurred, that he got off the table. She was mad at him for being up there. She grabbed the chain and flung it. It makes more sense.
To me, it doesn't matter how she got her hands around his neck. If she levitated in the air and grabbed the chain, it doesn't matter. She admits that she had the chain, but we don't have any evidence of the damage, and that's the problem. All right.
All right.
What about the wedding deposit?
Well, no, let's finish about his drink deal.
Oh, the drink deal?
This don't make no sense. That's not how companies work. They don't come and shoot without a contract. So, again, done.
Okay.
All right.
Deposit for the wedding venue. I mean, he's the one that called off the wedding.
Correct.
So she's out of the money.
But it's their wedding. And there's nothing to say that he was going to pay for all of it or if they were going to split the cost or anything. My initial gut reaction was, oops.
All right, well, let's bring our litigants back in.
It's just too bad that you all haven't been able to move past the incident in Cancun, that you lost the person that you thought you had gotten because of that. And I would say that one of the hardest things is to admit and take responsibility. So hats off to you, Mr. Harrell. But it's even harder to be patient and wait for that person to catch up to you. And that it doesn't seem you were able to do. So you all have made a decision that was a very hard one under some terrible circumstances, but it's probably the best for both of you given the circumstances.
So, Mr. Harrell, with respect to your claim for the necklace, it was your duty to show with some evidence how the necklace was damaged. And all we have is your verbal testimony. And so unfortunately, because we don't have that evidence, we cannot rule in your favor. As it relates to the brand deal and your loss of that money, again, we don't have any evidence of the reason why they canceled your deal. And so, again, it's your burden as a plaintiff to show us, to have that evidence, and you did not provide any. So on your claim for the $2,000 for loss of the brand deal, we're going to have to rule against you and in favor of Ms. Watson. Ms. Watson, as it relates to your claim for the deposit for the wedding venue, we don't have any evidence of any agreement between you two as to how you're going to split wedding expenses. So Judge Dana and I have to presume you all were going to split them in half. And so therefore, $1,000 of that $2,000 was your money. We're going to find in your favor, but in the amount of $1,000 and against Mr. Harrell. That is the judgment of this court, and this court is adjourned.
I think it was fair, and I came in, told the truth, and it ruled in my favor, so I think it went just fine. I'm
going back to Cancun. I think that's what my real wife at anyway, so I'm gonna go back to Cancun. Shit. Oh, God.